Senior Hiker 77. I had a request from one of my subscribers. His name was Friar, Rodney, Burnap. And he asked me to do a quick video on my cook set. So I have two. I have many, but these are the two that I usually go to. One is this 750 titanium pot, and the other was the MSR kettle. Let's open up this first one. This is a cozy from Gossamer Gear. I think this is Snowpeak 750, and inside this is the whole setup. Here's the pot with handles, canister stand. Actually, this is a jet ball. Canister stand. And then this is a Snowpeak LieMax. This was my go-to for a long time. And in fact, I thought so much of it, I got two of them. One's in my get-home bag. But as time went on, there was nothing wrong. It was very light. I'll weigh them in a second for you. But this was my go-to for a long time. And then, and of course in there I carry a big lighter, and then my coffee cup. Then I went into this one. This is a MSR Titan kettle, and in this one now, I carry a canister, big lighter, Sparky, and a jet ball stand. And then I carry the mug for my coffee. This is a little bigger one. Now, and then for the stove, I use this here. It's a Snowpeak Giga power. And a couple of things about it I'm going to show you. Let me open it back up. Reason I went with this one, and this is my go-to one, is because it has 4 prongs. And I use a frying pan. So this is very helpful. With this LiteMax is only 3. With this LiteMax, it's only 3 prongs, whereas I got 4 here. And the other problem I had with this LiteMax is this screw right here on the top. This screw right here. It's loose right now. It's can't seem to keep it tight. Always worried about losing that screw. So I don't use this one as much anymore. It is a lighter setup. Now this one, kind of tricky, because to close it up, there's a little knack to it. You can't just squeeze it together. You'll bend your prongs. So what you have to do is you have to get it just right, like so, and then it goes together. The other thing was I didn't like this handle popping down. So found out if you just release one side, see, it'll stay up like that. Now, what I do usually to put it back in the canister, oops, it'd be like this. Of course it won't go because I'm like that. Big lighter, my Sparky. By the way, you have to carry a big lighter because in humid weather, this Sparky piezo lighter doesn't want to work. And then I usually keep a little cloth on top. And what happens, then the top, and what happens here. Oh, also, this is the windscreen for it. And that was another reason I went with this Snowpeak. because with this LiteMax you have to set up some sort of windbreaker if it's windy. But this one, I went ahead and got the windscreen. And the coffee mug, I like a bigger. This is considered a cup. This is a mug, and I like a large coffee in the morning. So what I do is it goes like this, fits right on top, and there's the complete setup. Now I was going to weigh this for you on this little digital scale. Okay, we got the ounces, so let's weigh this one. This weighs 19.57 ounces. Now let's take this other setup over here. Fifteen 15.33. If I'm just taking freeze-dried food, I take a big spoon, and this is the one I would take. But my preference is to take this MSR kettle. But since I'm a weekend hiker, and the most I can get in is an overnight, or on holidays I can get in 2 nights, 3 days on the trail. So most of the time, I take that Giga Power, and then I'll take a frying pan. This is I think MSR Bugaboo, but it's light enough. And why I needed those 4 prongs, because the handle, the 3 prongs, you always got to place it so it doesn't tip over. But with 4 prongs, it makes it a little bit better to select the prong to set it on. So I usually bring that, and then I bring a miniature spatula and titanium plate, as well as silverware. Now I like real silverware, so this is the kit I bring. They're titanium, but I bring knife, fork, and spoon, old-fashioned. And then the other thing, here's something I'll introduce to you. It's made by this company called Packet Freezables. And this little thing, I usually, they put it in the freezer and freeze it. It's got gel on both sides. But this I carry 2 eggs in the little yellow container, 3 or 4 strips of Jimmy Dean Applewood smoked sausage bacon, and I'd carry maybe 2 hot dogs and some home fried potatoes, plus maybe 5 pats of butter. All of that will go in there. Now it's fall, and it's good for overnight. This weekend, next morning when I got up, it was still cold. It wasn't frozen, but it was cold. But in the summertime, it does make it, but you're pushing it in the summertime. So that's what I do. That's what I do on my hikes.